Hello students, welcome to the class today. So you all know it very well. We are carrying on with this chapter. Chapter 1, the French Revolution. The revision work is going on. Now, first topic and second topic we have completed, which had given us a background of the revolution. The revolution that had occurred on such a large scale, we have got a brief description of this revolution. Yes, this revolution had a deep impact in France as well as in other parts of the world. We started, I am giving these points in all the classes where we are starting with our lessons, where we are starting with our video. Please try and understand that बार बार एक ही चीज मैं इसलिए बता रही हूं that all your doubts are cleared. It is very regularly happening that after so much of discussions also there are some points which are troubling you. I don't want anything as such to happen. Got it? Yesterday, in the last video that we have done, we have been discussing about, we were talking about the judiciary, executive and legislative, the first ever constitution that was made and how it has impacted the whole world. Yes, dear children, I am using the terminology, I am using the word the whole world. It means the whole world. Whole world was involved, was not involved, but whole world got affected because of this constitution that was made in France. Big changes had happened. India maybe. I always compare it with India because try to understand every time students tell me whenever I interact with them, मैम ये हिस्ट्री क्यों पढ़ते हैं, क्या करना है. Students are there who really don't like history. In fact, I would like to say that they hate history. बड़ा दुख होता है मुझे. Being a history teacher, I feel very bad. But then you have to understand that our present is because of our past. अचानक से if somebody is born, तो nobody is born of 40 years, na? Everybody is born as a baby. So you have to understand कि where does this baby come from? ये जो हमारी हिस्ट्री है, ये जो हमारा प्रेजेंट है, today's India, from where it has come. The constitution, a big task. The Constituent Assembly, B.R. Ambedkar, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, all these people have played a very important role in making of constitution. So इन लोगों ने क्या किया, कैसे किया, that is what we will be doing. That is what we will be understanding, but that will be understanding in pol science. That's why social science is a combination of 4 books. 4 subjects इसमें included हैं. Okay, you have got a variety. Students are there who say that, ma'am, actually some students are there who don't like science and maths. Many are there. Please try to understand, I am not disregarding any subject. All the subjects are important with due respect. I hope and wish and pray that I would have also been good in maths and science, so I would have been a doctor or an engineer somewhere. Okay, नहीं बन पाए because उतने अच्छे से सारी चीजें नहीं आती थी. I could not do everything in a proper manner. I could not study everything in a proper manner. That's why I have chosen social science as a history person. The things that I understood is that our present is because of our past. लेकिन try to understand our future would be because of our present. फ्यूचर हम अपना खराब नहीं कर सकते हैं पास्ट के बारे में सोच सोच के. Okay, futuristic plans that are there, that is always according to our present situation, according to our present scenario. Got it? I was just giving a brief, कभी कभी दिमाग में आ जाता है, so I was just giving a brief introduction part of this chapter. So judiciary, executive and legislative, these are the three branches which are part of the making of constitution. And Declaration of Rights of Man and Citizen was there. After this, kyunki, I'm so sorry children, what has happened is that I have written a wrong spelling here, constitution. So I'm just correcting it with due respect. Constitution. Got it? Made in 1791, where the Declaration of Rights of Man and Citizen was there. How, what are the basic rights of the people in the world and how it should be given to them. That we need to understand. Okay? So we have to understand that the rights, the privileges that are there, that are very evident. Got it? Now, what we have discussed in the online class, the Declaration of Rights of Man and Citizen, because when we talk about fundamental rights, I discussed it in the online session through the medium of the fundamental rights, that fundamental rights that we enjoy in India and the people in the other parts of the world. These fundamental rights have got some base. So Declaration of Rights of Man and Citizen is talking about these fundamental rights. Got it? Next point that is there was the two things we discussed. I'm just giving you a brief recap. I'm just giving you a brief point about one thing was the Declaration of Rights of Man and Citizen. Okay. The Declaration of Rights of Men and Citizen. And another thing was the political symbols. Political symbols are very important. What is important about the political symbols? You know it, that our emotions are attached to our symbols. हमको जो भी नजर आता है, whether it is a flag or it is a national symbol or it is some other thing, we have got our emotions attached to that. Got it? So these political symbols have also played a very important role in the French Revolution. क्या क्या political symbols थे? Yes, I am just revising it, children. You all know it very well. Broken chain. पहला क्या था? Broken chain was there. Chain is used to fetter slaves. Fetter मतलब कि उनको जकड़ने में, उनको बांधने में हम क्या चीज का इस्तेमाल करते हैं? We use the chain. तो इस chain, a symbol which is showing chain in a broken form, so that is talking about freedom from slavery. आजादी. किस आजादी की बात कर रहे हैं? आजादी स्लेवरी से, नौकर बनने से आजादी. Okay, so that is there. Broken chain. Some of the symbols that were there, I'll just for your revision work, I'll be just writing it down. The first one was the broken chain. Got it? Second is bundle of rods or fasces. Okay. Unity. Unity. Broken chain is freedom. Got it? We talk about broken chain, that is freedom. Then we talk about the bundle of rods. बंडल, देखो बंडल बंच कहीं भी है, बंडल कहीं भी है, एक में बंधे हुए हैं. सो दैट इटसेल्फ सिग्निफाइज यूनिटी. बंडल ऑफ रॉड्स. गॉट इट? थर्ड क्या है? व्हाट वाज द थर्ड वन? थर्ड वन वाज द आई विदिन द ट्रायंगल. ट्रायंगल. ट्रायंगल के अंदर में जो आंख बनी हुई है, दैट इज देयर. ओके. It stands for knowledge. Rays of sun will drive away the clouds of ignorance. You know, ignorance is like क्या होता है जब आपको सारी चीजें समझ में नहीं आती, when you don't understand the complete processes, तो आप परेशान रहते हो अक्सर. लेकिन जहां भी उम्मीद की किरण नजर आती है, ओके, where you see a light coming from, तो वहां से your things start becoming easier. Fourth one क्या था? A scepter. Scepter is a mark of power. Scepter मतलब you see it is symbol of royal power. एक सोने का डंडा, लोहे मतलब बिग, वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग. हाँ, तो दिस इज a symbol of royal power, मतलब the king who is there and their power that is there, that is symbolized through this. Then you have a very different kind of a symbol where snake is biting its tail. This is a very different symbol. हमारे यहाँ पे इस तरह का कुछ सिंबल नहीं है. इस तरह के सिंबल्स जो है वो थोड़ा अलग तरीके का था, बट द मीनिंग इज वेरी गुड. द मीनिंग ऑफ दिस इज वेरी नाइस, विच इज टॉकिंग अबाउट इटर्निटी. गॉट इट? इटर्निटी मतलब विच नेवर एंड्स, जो कभी भी खत्म नहीं होता है. इट इज दैट सिंबल. A ring is there which has neither a beginning nor an end. That is very clearly signified. That is very clearly mentioned. Symbol of eternity which has a ring. A ring मतलब कहाँ से शुरू हो रहा है, कहाँ पे खत्म हो रहा है, that you can't understand. Okay. Then you have the Phrygian cap. Phrygian cap. Of course, again it is slaves who were there, who were wearing it. Cap which was worn by a slave. It was after becoming free. This cap signified कि the person has become free. ये कैप पहन के लोग बताते थे कि now they are no more slaves. Now they are free from all kinds of restrictions and all kinds of problems. So that was the Phrygian cap. Okay. Then the color of the French flag, which is blue, white, and red. Got it? Then you have color, मतलब French flag का जो color है. Flags are very important, and flags really, I mean, help you in always keeping your emotions attached with your country. अपने देश के साथ आपके इमोशंस जो अटैच्ड हैं वो फ्लैग के थ्रू ही क्लियर होता है. विंग्ड वुमेन, एक लेडी है जिसके की पंख लगे हुए हैं, विच इज टॉकिंग अबाउट लॉ. विंग्ड वुमेन. गॉट इट? तो ये सारे सिंबल्स जो थे, दिस वॉज सिग्निफाइंग द फ्रेंच रेवोल्यूशन. दो चीजें याद रखना प्लीज, ऑलवेज रिमेंबर टू थिंग्स. द डिक्लेरेशन ऑफ राइट्स ऑफ मैन एंड सिटीजन. ठीक है? डिक्लेरेशन ऑफ राइट्स ऑफ मैन एंड सिटीजन, प्लीज रिमेंबर दिस. एंड द अदर वन दैट यू नीड टू रिमेंबर इज द सिंबल्स. I'm just giving you an idea of the symbol. Whenever you feel कि आपको नहीं समझ में आया है, just rewind the video. वीडियो को rewind करके आप देख लीजिएगा. You will be understanding it properly. Okay, so please remember these 8 symbols. It is important for the French Revolution. French Revolution was very much significant because of this. Got it? Now what happens? We are talking about topic 3. That France abolishes monarchy and becomes a republic. France abolishes monarchy and becomes free. Becomes a republic. Not free तो पहले ही हो गए. मोनार्की खत्म हो गया तो ऐसे ही फ्री हो गए. Okay? And becomes republic. कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन बना दिया, वोटिंग राइट्स मिल गए लोगों को। यहाँ पे अगेन आई वुड लाइक टू से, पहले भी मैंने बताया है, इतना कुछ हो रहा है, वोटिंग राइट्स मिल रहे हैं, लेकिन इन सब चीजों से विमेन को अलग रखा गया है। विमेन आर केप्ट सेपरेट फ्रॉम ऑल दीज प्रोसेसेस। गलती यहीं पे शुरू होती है। दीज आर द थिंग्स विच आर रॉन्ग, विच मस्ट नॉट बी एनकरेज्ड। अरे सबको राइट्स मिल रहे हैं तो औरतों को क्यों नहीं मिलना चाहिए? गॉट इट? सो फ्रांस में ऑल दीज सिचुएशंस वेर वेरी टेंस्ड। रेवोल्यूशन हुआ है, चीजों को नॉर्मल होने में थोड़ा तो टाइम लगेगा। सो द इनिशियल फेज, द बिगनिंग पीरियड दैट वाज देयर, इट वाज वेरी टेंस्ड। लुई 16 had signed the constitution, और कोई उपाय भी नहीं बचा था। लुई 16 से इन्होंने कहा कि आप कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन साइन कर दीजिए, लेकिन कोई भी राजा का राजपाट जब जाएगा, इफ एनी किंग्स किंगडम एंड रूल इज लॉस्ट, will he like it? No, he will never like it. Okay, so what did he do? He entered into secret negotiations with the king of Prussia. प्रशिया के जो रूलर थे उनके साथ सीक्रेटली इन्होंने एक एग्रीमेंट किया। यहां से he started doing a mistake and many other kings were there. उनको ये लग रहा था, अभी क्या होता है ना कि that if one person is in problem and other people are quiet, तो a time could come when other people will be also in problem and nobody will be there to help them. तो अब लोगों को लगा कि एक दूसरे की मदद करना बहुत जरूरी है। It is needed that people should help each other and people should support each other. So all the neighboring countries, they were also worried by the development in France कि ये जो फ्रांस में हो रहा है, फ्रांस के राजा के साथ अगर ऐसा हुआ है तो हमारे साथ भी हो सकता है। It could happen with anyone. Okay, and the people have thought, the kings thought, ऐसे कैसे कॉमन लोगों के हाथ में सारा पावर चला जाएगा? How will the power go in the hands of the common people so easily? So they said no. We need to oppose it. All the neighboring countries, they were also worried by the developments in France. कि अगर उनका राजपाट खत्म गया तो हमारा भी हो जाएगा. Our people will also say कि if the French people can make constitution, we will also make constitution. I'm talking about Germany, Italy, Prussia, Piedmont, Sardinia, all these places are there. France के साथ जो लगे हुए थे. So they also made a plan to send troops. And they said कि अब हम अपनी आर्मी भेजेंगे. And all the events that are happening in France, इसको जल्दी से जल्दी खत्म करना है. We need to finish it. Got it? Because if it will continue, तो the rule of all the kings will finish and everywhere common people would be ruling. तो क्या हुआ? Before this could happen, इसके पहले कि ये कुछ हो पाता, National Assembly voted in April 1792. 1789 में all this revolution had happened. And Louis XVI was in a very bad position. He was asking the rulers कि भैया हमको आके थोड़ी मदद करो. How will the things become normal in France? हाँ, हमको हटा दिया गया है, कॉमन लोगों ने सारी पावर अपना हाथ में ले लिया है. तो वोटिंग happened and April 1792 में there was a war against Prussia and Austria. French people said कि why are they interfering in our internal matters? हमने राजा का राज खत्म कर दिया है, but we are not interfering in the internal matters of Prussia and Austria. Suppose voting is happening in India. What do the Bangladesh and Pakistan have to do with that? Okay, so try to understand. I'm just citing an example. तो Prussia and Austria में के ऊपर war हुआ. Thousands of volunteers, पूरे French people, they came in front and they said, yes, now these kings and their rule we are not going to accept. And their atrocities, अभी तक अत्याचार सह लिया, अब नहीं. तो they joined the army. The war of this kind of a war, this kind of a war was happening for the first time, where the people were against the king and aristocracies all over Europe. This started in France, but it continued all over Europe. This was a war of the common people against the king. And patriotic song was sung. Okay, 1792 war against Austria and Prussia. लोगों के अंदर इस समय बहुत ज्यादा देशभक्ति की भावना ओतप्रोत हो रही थी. या people were very much coming up with the patriotic feeling, and they said कि अभी तो किंग्स रूल को खत्म करना ही है. Patriotic songs were sung. They sang was the Marseillaise. Okay, patriotic song was sung, which was Marseillaise. Got it? And who has composed this Marseillaise? It was composed by Roger D. Lyle. ठीक है? Remember the name of this patriotic song of France and the poet who has written it. जैसे हमारा है national anthem है जन गण मन, who has written रविंद्रनाथ टैगोर. ठीक है? In the same way, Roger D. Lyle has written this. Roger D. Lyle. Okay. These are French terminologies. ही ऐसे ही होता है. For the first time, the volunteers who were there, जैसे they sang Marseillaise and they marched into Paris and they got its name. Marseillaise तो अभी क्या है? It is the national anthem of France. France का ये national anthem है. First time 1792 में. Okay, in the same way, Janagana Mana was also made, and Janagana Mana became our national anthem. लेकिन उसके पहले देयर वॉज वन नेशनल सॉन्ग. हमारा नेशनल सॉन्ग कौन सा है जो हम सुबह सुबह असेंबली में गाते हैं? विच वन? वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम. यस, आई लव सिंगिंग दिस सॉन्ग. ओके, तो जस्ट आउट ऑफ फ्रॉम द, फिर आप कहोगे हिस्ट्री है, बोरिंग है. नो, इट्स नॉट बोरिंग, इट्स वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग. सो दैट्स व्हाई आई सॉन्ग वंदे मातरम. तो नेशनल सॉन्ग है, लेकिन देयर इज अ डिफरेंस. नेशनल सॉन्ग है, एवरीबडी वाज वंदे मातरम. इट इज लाइक वी आर पेइंग आवर रेस्पेक्ट एंड आवर होमेज टू आवर कंट्री, आवर मदरलैंड. वंदे मातरम, माँ को सलाम है, माँ को प्रणाम है. एंड हु इज दिस माँ? द कंट्री इज द माँ. गॉट इट? तो विथ दैट काइंड ऑफ अ फीलिंग जो अभी आपके मन में हो रहा है, इसी तरह की फीलिंग वॉज देयर अमंग्स द सिटीजन ऑफ फ्रांस. फर्स्ट टाइम द वॉलंटियर्स हैव सं. ओके, एंड बंकिम चंद्र चट्टोपाध्याय हैज रिटन दिस national song. Please remember, revolutionary war were bringing losses and economic difficulties to the people. रेवोल्यूशन तो हो गया, फ्रांस वॉज इन सीइंग, गोइंग टू सी अ न्यू एरा, चेंजेस भी हो रहे थे. लेकिन क्या हो रहा था? आम आदमी को बहुत परेशानी हो रही थी. इट वॉज अ टर्बुलेंट टाइम फॉर द कॉमन पीपल. मेन वेर फाइटिंग एट द फ्रंट. सारे लोगों ने आर्मी ज्वाइन कर ली थी. एंड ऑस्ट्रिया एंड प्रशिया को दे सेट कि इनको तो बता के रहेंगे. Why did they interfere? क्या जरूरत थी इनको हमारे बारे में बोलने के लिए? Are you understanding? So that was there. And political, a large section of population were there. They said that revolution had to be carried further. उन्होंने कहा कि अब चुप नहीं बैठना है, बहुत सह लिया, अब सहना नहीं है. We will raise our voice and हम बता देंगे इन रूलर्स को what do we want and how are we going to change the complete system. Okay, so they wish to discuss the government policies, plan their own forms of action. Political clubs were established. For the first time, what happened? Political clubs were established. Got it? Political clubs were made. and they were discussing everything here in these political clubs, ki how to put down the rulers and their policies and come up with new plans for the betterment of the countrymen. It was important, all these political clubs that were established, it was the place where all the discussions were happening. बहुत सारे clubs were there, but the most successful one was, I think this you all remember, आपको याद भी होगा जो पीछे हम लोगों ने किया था when we were doing this chapter, Jacobin Club. Jacobin Club was established. Okay, and who had established it? Most successful club was the Jacobin Club, and it got its name from the convent of Saint Jacob in Paris. There was one saint, वहाँ पे जो father होते हैं, the people who are looking after the church, उनकी वजह से, उनके आशीर्वाद की वजह से these kind of clubs flourished. काफी अच्छे से ये क्लब्स काम कर रहे थे. Women also were there and they were active throughout this period. They formed their own clubs and more we will be knowing about these clubs. आगे अभी चैप्टर में आगे we will be knowing about these Jacobin clubs. And Jacobin club के members, I'll tell you a little bit about them. They were from, we are talking about Jacobin club. Many a times questions are asked that Guy, write a short note on Jacobin club. तो आपको Jacobin club के बारे में सब कुछ बताना पड़ेगा. Jacobin club के members, they belong mainly to the less prosperous section of society. मतलब गरीब तबके के लोग थे. They were not very rich people. Okay, and कौन थे इसमें? Small shopkeepers were there, artisans were there, shoemakers, pastry cooks, watchmakers, printers, as well servants, daily wage workers, all these people were part of that. Okay, and the leader of this Jacobin club, lower category people, less privileged people, and the leader was, कौन था leader? Yes, Maximilian Robespierre. क्या नाम था? Maximilian Robespierre. You have to remember the name. Lot of stories related to Maximilian Robespierre. Robespierre से related बहुत सारे story है. And क्या story है? This we will be of course doing it in the next video. लेकिन इसमें आई टोल्ड यू, एक आपको दिखाना है कि जेकबिन क्लब के मेंबर्स जो है वो किस तरह के कपड़े पहनते थे, विच काइंड ऑफ क्लोथ्स दे यूज्ड टू वियर. आई जस्ट शो यू दैट. ओके, चले. So students, I just wanted to show you these political symbols as you all can see today that we have discussed. This is the broken chain. What happens many a times, pictographic questions are also there. One picture is given and then followed by explanation. So you have to give this, you can give this explanation. You can see the broken chain. This is the bundle of rods which is signifying unity. Then you have the triangle with the eye in between, and then the scepter which is the symbol of royal power. This scepter is a different kind of a जिसे राजा के हाथ में, I mean it is in the hands of the king, which is signifying, always you'll find that the kings are carrying such heavy एक या तो डंडा होता है या कुछ इस तरह का एक स्ट्रक्चर होता है which shows the power of the king in a very different manner. So that is what is here. And another thing, the snake biting the tail, you can see. Once this question had come and some of the students had really got confused, so I thought कि I should show you these pictures because what happens while doing the chapter, we skip on certain important things and then the students face problems. I don't want you all to face problems, got it? That's why I'm showing you these pictures. The red Phrygian cap that is there, आप इसको देख सकते हो, which is worn by a slave upon becoming free. देखो, when the slave is there, तब तो he is into chains, but then he has become free, so now he is no more a slave, so he can wear the red Phrygian cap. Another thing is the blue, white, and red color, which is personifying the France as a country and national color. This is the national color of flag of France. Got it, children? So this is there. Then we have the winged woman, and it is the personification of the law. And this is the law tablet. It is the same for all, and all are equal before it. Got it, children? So here I just wanted to show you the Jacobin Club. So we will be continuing with it in the next class. Till then, children, thank you so much and all the best to you.